Okay, here's what we gotta do. Hear me out. I know we have tank, DPS, and support, but we're going to go first through the support changes. Then we're gonna go over the tank and DPS, and then I'll explain my reasoning behind every support change. So right now, let's check out the Overwatch experimental patch notes, February 10, 2022, chat. Ana! Biotic rifle, chat. Reload time decreased from 1.5 to 0.75 seconds, chat. Okay, so reload time has been decreased. Okay? Reload time has been decreased. Just a little bit. Wait, I'm gonna move the camera up. Yeah, this is better. Okay, sleep duct. Slept targets now appear in kill feed. Allies now see an icon above the slept enemy. And also, targets can be slept, but wait for it. Sleep target can now stop Diva's mech from flying during self-destruct. So you can sleep target the Diva bomb going across the map, chat. I'll continue with the changes. Nano Boost. Okay. Now, instead of granting increased healing received to the target, it now causes the target to also heal for 50% more. So TLDR, your support can heal more. If you nano them, you'll see. Casting time reduced from 0.15 to 0.05 seconds. Final blows dealt by allies affected by Nano Boost now decrease Ana's current cooldowns by 1 second. I gotta say something, okay? Hear me out. Ana, the changes are kind of like somewhere in between. Okay, they're not the wildest changes. Let's keep moving, chat. Baptiste. Oh, yo, let's go with Baptiste. So, Exo Boots. Maximum jump height increased by 50% because I'm a bunny. Time to fully charge increased from 1 to 2 seconds. To the moon, chat, to the moon. Immortality field. Duration decreased from 5 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Cooldown decreased from 25 to 23 seconds, and now prevents allies from dropping below 20% of their maximum health up from 10%. Okay, it was 10%, is now 20%. Again, I'll go over the reasoning a little bit later after I'm done reading everything. Okay? Window. Amplification matrix. Baptiste can now deal self-healing with the biotic launcher while the ultimate is active, and duration lowered from 10 to 8 seconds. So you can heal yourself while the window is active. Okay, you can right click the ground and heal yourself while the window is active. You shoot your feet, you can heal the feet. So these were the Baptiste ones. Not that wild, honest, not that wild. Now let's check out Brig. Let's go for Brig, chat. Let's go for Brig. Okay, Inspire. Healing effect expires immediately if Brig dies. So if Brig dies, she doesn't heal anymore. Shield Bash got buffed. Distance covered increased by 15% and now retains more velocity when colliding with terrain. Which means, remember that time in which Brig could like Shield Bash on ledges and like super jump and stuff? So she has insane mobility now if you time it right. Literally flying Brig. But here's something very cool that I always wanted to try out, chat. While Rally is active, whip shot functionality changes to the following. So she doesn't whip shot you anymore. Damages and knocks back all enemies within a 7-meter radius and restricts Brig's movement for 0.75 seconds, but it increases the cooldown by the remaining duration of Rally plus 4 seconds. TLDR, what this means is that during Rally, Brig picks up her mace and she does a 360 spin with it and boops everybody around her. That's what it means. I can't wait to see how this looks in-game. Literally just does a 360 boop around her. So like literally flays everybody around. So like if they want to dive you and stuff, you just boop everybody around. Okay, I have no idea how this looks in-game. We're gonna see how it looks. I haven't tried the changes personally, okay? I haven't tried the changes, so my reaction is gonna be literally in-game. It's gonna be the first time I'm gonna try them out. Lucio. While wall riding, damage increased from 20 to 25. So it rewards you if you wall ride, you do more damage. But also, Enemies that are in the area of effect are now knocked back 6 meters. So in case you're at LUCIO and you want to make some content, you can use beat in spawn and boop them off the map. If your team is shattered and they engage on you, you use beat and you boop them back as well. You like disengage without having amp. You can have some situations that's gonna be absolutely amazing with this. I'm gonna cover afterwards why I felt like this would be like a cool change. Okay, so Lucy's gonna be really fun with this. Mercy. Valkyrie is no longer an ultimate, is now ability 2, which is her E. Healing increased from 55 to 70. Cannot chain heal anymore, it's single target. Duration reduced from 15 to 3 seconds. Whatever! Masres is back, dude! Ay. Let's finish with the Valkyrie. So Valkyrie lasts for 3 seconds, cooldown is 20 seconds, and she moves a bit slower and stuff. But everybody, okay, ignore the Valkyrie. But the rest though, dude, you can rest up to 5 people at once. 5 people at once. Hear me out with MOIRA chat. New passive. This was hard. The MOIRA was so hard. New passive. Quick melee now slows enemies by 30% for 1 second. This effect has a 10-second cooldown per enemy. So you claw them and you slow them down. Biotic grasp. A little bit of a buff. Biotic orb. Orbs no longer change speed when near valid targets. Orbs now move at a constant 5.5 meters per second, which means like it's a slow orb. But after activating the ability, holding primary or secondary fire for 1 second will cause you to fire faster orb that moves at a constant 20 meters per second. So you can like throw the orb like just goes really fast or goes like really slow, you know? So you can decide the speed of the orb. And if it attaches to somebody and it's a fast orb, it will still go fast. So no more like, oh god, the orb killed me or whatever. You can snipe people. But hear me out with this. Channeling on an enemy target continuously for 2 seconds for coalescence will now also lift them off the ground for 3 seconds. This effect can happen once per enemy. Have you ever hated playing against double shielding compositions and everybody just stands behind the shield? Just coalescence them behind the shield and lift the squishies up. Lift the squishies up, bro. I don't know how this looks in game. I want to test it. Okay. So Sigult. It's a budget Sigult. Budget Sigult. Exactly. Like how Sigma's ult is. Budget Sigult. But you don't do damage to them. Do you even lift, bro? Okay. Oh, I don't know how they coded this. I don't know how it looks in game, so we're gonna need to see. Zenyatta, chat. Zenyatta. Okay, I gotta say something though. I know about Zenyatta that maybe a lot of you probably think that I don't like Zenyatta that much and stuff, but I think you would be surprised. You're gonna be surprised with these changes. Zenyatta. New passive elevation. Zenyatta can jump higher if he holds the jump button. So he can float. Ammo increased from 20 to 25. Orb of Harmony grants an additional role-specific effect if attached to an ally for at least 2 seconds. Tanks 20% damage reduction, damage 10% movement speed increase, support healing received increase from 30 to 40 seconds. Also, discord from 20 to 25% nerf. TLDR, if you keep the orb on somebody and you don't change it during the fight, yeah. But now, let's all pretend that you didn't see what I scrolled down below. Let's not pretend about this. And let's go to the new support, chat. Symmetra is now a support in this experimental card. Move from damage to the support role. Now sees ally health bugs by default like other support heroes. So Symmetra as a support again. I did it. I absolutely loved Symmetra as a support back in the day. I don't know why they changed her to DPS. But let's see how she works as a support. I'm gonna explain my reasoning for all of the changes after I go through all the notes, okay? And I'm gonna explain the whole idea and stuff. Let me get through the notes. Photon projector. Photon projector. Primary fire damage per second decreased, obviously. Secondary fire damage reduced. Secondary fire deals up to 50% increased damage to non-heroes like turrets and barriers. Ammo increased. But the turrets now heal, chat. That's all you got. You only need to know. The turrets now heal 20 health per second. No longer slows target movement speed. No longer does damage. They heal and they're a bit buffed. Range is buffed. Cooldown is reduced. Building time, deployment time is buffed. And now get ready for the teleport. Because maybe some of you go like, yeah, easy. Make Symmetra make her turrets. Have turrets and then that's it. Let's check out the teleport. Teleporter. Cooldown increased. Allies that take the teleporter receive a 40% movement speed increase for 2 seconds. This effect has a 10-second cooldown per ally. So you're not forced to go rushed in compositions with the Lucio necessarily. You can just like take TP and zoom. I'm gonna explain more as to why I did this afterwards. Photon barrier. Health reduced a lot. From 4,000 to 2.5k. Duration reduced from 12 to 10 and ultimate reduced. Whatever. Numbers. Now that we've seen the support changes, do you love them? Do you want to try them out? Do you like them? Can you please let me know in chat if I did a good job with this? A lot of the ideas were the ideas that you suggested in chat. I told you that like some of them you're gonna love, some of them you're probably not gonna like. This is why it's experimental, chat. We're here to experiment. Maximum hit scan fall off range increased from 250 from 30. Okay, so hit scans got a buff. There is now a 75% global cap for movement speed buffs applied to allies.
I'm so gonna have some drinks and play this.
Previously, this would have only affected Lucio, but several other heroes can now increase ally movement speed. Because we don't want speed Overwatch, it's capped at 75% global. Added a global 75% cap to movement speed buffs applied to allied heroes, so you can move only 75% faster. Now, let's go into the tank changes. And I gotta say something, I saw Lemon Kiwi's changes and stuff. And dude, I absolutely, before you say anything, absolutely loved how new and fresh they are. And I've always wondered how Overwatch would be like if the tanks would be like this. With this being said, let's read the changes. All tank weapons, abilities, and ultimate damage, everything is reduced by 50%.
Hello chat and ML7.
Crowd control durations applied to tanks are reduced by 50%.
You all have a good day.
Wait, give me a second. Crowd control durations applied to tanks are reduced by 50% for the following types: stuns, sleeps, whatever. The following crowd control abilities are still full duration for tanks. May Blazer, Rein Shatter. Okay, so tanks are tankier. Let's go into Reinhardt. And again, weapon, ability, ultimate damage reduced by 50%.
Oh my lord!
By 50%.
Great work on the patch ML7. Chat, show him your love.
7 hug to you too, Andy. Reinhardt. Armor increased from 200 to 400. Fire Strike. Enemies hit by Fire Strike now receive 50% less healing for 4 seconds. Can now pin multiple targets. Movement speed is increased by 40% for the first 2 seconds of the charge. Can now be cancelled by pressing the ability input again. Giga Chat Reinhardt gameplay coming in.
Oh my lord!
Rein Kebab. Pin multiple targets. I love this one, dude. Okay, Orisa. You saw Reinhardt, but Orisa, chat. Armor increased from 250 to 500. Fortify. Now grants 40% increased movement speed to allies within 8 meters.
Oh my lord!
Allies within 8 meters, I mean, have
Showing
20% increased movement speed and 20% damage reduction. So she's like a totem, dude. You get increased movement speed and damage reduction. Halt. No longer is a projectile. Now attaches a Halt tendril to the nearest enemy target within 5 meters and tethers them to Orisa for 1.5 seconds. Instead of TPing someone with Symmetra, chat, you're gonna TP them with Orisa. Wait! Oh my god. Oh my god. I came up with the most insane strategy ever. What if you TP someone, press shift, and then take the TP back because you're yoink someone? Holy! Oh my god. Orisa hook.
Oh my lord!
Supercharger. No longer grants allies a damage buff. Now slows all enemies within 10 meters by 40%. So it's like a slow. I don't think it works that way either, but still, let's be hyped. Zarya. Health increase from 200 to 300. Armor increase from 0 to 300. Shield health pool removed. Particle Barrier provides up to 50% movement speed boost to Zarya. All you have to know is that Zarya's bubbles now give you speed. Kind of. It scales and whatever. Numbers. Okay? Sigma. Okay, armor increased from 0 to 200. Shield health pull removed. Now fires 1 projectile per shot down from 2. Recovery reduced from 1.2 to 0.5 seconds. Now receives an additional charge on a successful hit, so a lot of Yepu rocks are gonna happen. Spending additional charge puts the ability on cooldown. Sigma is now immune to crowd control while Kinetic Grasp is active. So he can't get hooked, I think. Oh my god. Cooldown reduced to minimum 0.1 seconds. I don't understand this. Shield health pool removed. He has Perma Shield? Wait, what? Anyway, Sigma's busted. But wait until you see Wrecking Ball. Wait for it. Grappling read this. Minefield now blinds enemies for 2.5 seconds when damaging enemies. When blinded, the player is unable to see anything except for their HUD. So you go like 2.5 seconds, you have a flashbang. It's not a flashbang, it's like you're in Skyrim, you know, like you died. Literally like that, dude. Okay, cool change to Grappling Claw. Technicalities, Spell Driver now reduces the cooldown of whatever. And for Sigma, understood, okay, he's talking about the shield health pool removed. I understand, the one that he regens. Okay, I understand. I'm gonna have a big problem with Wrecking Ball because I'm gonna walk in every mine possible. Roadhog. Health decreased from 600 to 300. Armor increased. Pulls enemies faster. No longer heals that much. Hook changes are cool. Ult is cancelable. No longer knockbacks opponent. Hook might seem fun overall, but I think that compared to the other tanks, I think the others are more broken. Honestly. Diva. Holding the jump key allows the mech to fall slowly. Primary fire damage reduced from 2 to 2.1 from 2 to 1. Now grants 30% ult charge for blocking an enemy ultimate projectile. Cooldown reduced from 4.2, so Diva's gonna fly non-stop. Defense matrix also, like you eat 30% dude for every ult you eat. This is good, you get rewarded for it. Winston. Armor increased. He slightly launches nearby enemies into the air upon landing. Primal Rage from 1k to 1.7k. Health decays by 75 per second to a minimum health of 350. And holding Primary Fire now charges up a punch, which can increase the knockback up by 100%. By to 100%, dude. Literally. Just smacks you. Just smacks you, chat. Okay, tank changes. I gotta say something. Okay, please hear me out. These are fresh, new. They smell nice. Straight out of the oven, nicely baked. I don't know how the game's gonna feel, but I love the idea. I always wondered how would the game feel if tanks would do less damage and would be tankier. And this is a very good test to see how the game feels, honestly. I can't wait. Giga Chat tanks. Okay, let's go and see DPSs. Really fast because I've seen that Jake and Wanted already talked about the changes. Genji has 2 charges in his dash. Activated Dragon Blade also refunds 1 charge. Damage reduced. His ult duration gets reduced. After Dragon Blade ends, Genji gains 40% faster attack speed. So Genji is more of a ninja and not that dependent on his blade to work. Doomfist. New additional passive. Using a basic ability that dealt no damage to enemies reduces the current cooldowns of the other 2 abilities by 1 second. I don't quite understand this one. It feels like you're rewarded if you miss, but I don't know. We'll see. Cannot be cancelled after a 0.2 second delay by pressing the ability input again. It's for rollouts. For rollouts. Perma rollouts. Oh my god, the mobility, dude. Now, okay, so DPS changes, but hear me out. Listen about the Echo change, dude. Echo heals for 30% of her current missing health when she gets a final blow. This healing generates ultimate charge, and this passive also affects her duplicate copy. Echo's broken. Let me stress it again. Broken. I don't even know how you deal against this. Plus. Plus, the speed has been increased by 15%. I like this though. The fact that passive also affects the duplicate. Something is interesting. I understand this one though. But let's see. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe it's not that strong. May. Fully frozen targets take a 100% increased quick melee damage from all sources. I like this. I actually, when I read about this was amazing, dude. Literally, like, they frozen, so of course, you know? Now launches heroes into the air when built underneath them, so playing Fortnite and booping them up somehow. Size increased by 50%, so imagine the body blocks that you can do with Cryo Freeze. Farah. Rocket impacts now apply 25% movement speed reduction for 0.5 seconds. Rocket impact knockback increased by 100%. Okay, so you get rewarded, kind of. Now has 2 ability charges. Enemies knocked back by a concussive blast become immune to all knockbacks for 1.5 seconds. So far, I got kind of like buffed. I think she's gonna be very oppressive, but she needed like these changes, honestly, to keep up with Echo in the sky. Now Junkrat. No longer has audible footsteps. So you don't hear when Junkrat is flanking you. Flank Rat, reporting for duty. Increased movement speed when detaching from walls. Sombra. Horror game, Junkrat. Sombra, chat. Weapon spread reduced by 20%. Shots per second increased from 20 to 24. Hack. Cooldown when interrupted increased from 2.3, so you get punished. Nice. Hack duration reduced. Nice. Stealth now has an 8-second maximum duration and no longer plays an audio cue if the ability reaches its full duration. More balanced oriented. Bastion, chat. Character size reduced by 15%. Character size reduced by 15%. Would I have done that with Ana? Wait. Oh my god. What have I done? Small Bastion, petite Bastion, tiny tank, mini Bastion, Lego Bastion, dude. Ammo increased from 35 to 100 in Recon, and weapon speed reduced by 20%. So he's more viable outside of turret form, I guess. Can now be channeled while firing, so you can... So like that, just to understand. Yeah, Hanzo. We're still at Jake's changes. Dragon Strike. Oh, look at this player icon. Look at this. The dragons now spawn immediately if the arrow impacts terrain. Okay. Quality of life, I guess. Storm Arrow, though. No longer fires the next 5 arrows instantly. Now grants a 6-second buff with the following effects. Launch cooldown reduced from 4 to 1 second. So Hanzo's gonna be like... I'm getting tired. Holy shit, dude, I'm getting tired. Okay, so you can do this. Storm Bow movement penalty removed. Storm Bow draw timing decreased. Okay. Torbjorn. Read this one, please, carefully. Dealing damage with primary fire adds a stacking buff that increases its damage by 5. Each buff lasts for 5 seconds. Torbjorn's gonna smack the hell out of everybody. Oh. Okay, Ash. We're going to want these changes now. The Viper no longer reloads ammo individually. Now reloads all ammo in 2.25 seconds. Coach cooldown increased from 10 to 13 seconds. No longer deals self-damage with dynamite. I like that. Explosion no longer has damage fall off. Interesting. Actually, I've always felt like she's kind of strong, so I'm interested to see this approach, honestly. She can fully reload. Yes, she can reload individually. Interesting. I want to see how this plays. It seems like she's kind of like more robotic, I guess, but I'm really curious how this is going to be in game. Cassidy. Health reduced from 225 to 200. Weapon recovery reduced from 0.5 to 0.42. Thunder Hammer removed. Secondary fire removed. Cooldown increased from 6 to 8 seconds. Can no longer be used in the air. And reduced visual effects around Cassidy while active. So, TLDR, he shoots way faster. He shoots way faster. And I love this change. I love this change. Honestly. Combined, please keep in mind that this is combined with the damage fall off, okay? Which was 30% before, now it's at 50% or the other way around, something like that. Okay, so this change might be actually really fucking strong with this chat. As he shoots faster. Reaper. Cooldown decreased from 10 to 5 seconds in Shadow Step and can now be used during Raid form. So he can TP while being invulnerable. Raid form though, cooldown reduced from 8 to 4 seconds. No longer reloads your weapon. Nice. No longer applies a movement speed buff. So he's not that fast with it. Interesting. But kind of low cooldown. It's gonna be intriguing. Soldier. Reduce visual effects around Soldier 76 while active. No longer deals self-damage. Cooldown increased from 6 to 8 seconds. No comment on this. No comment. Widowmaker though. I like this one. I love this one. Cooldown increased from 12 to 15 seconds. Can now place up to 3 active mines. Cooldown reduced from 15 to 10. Damage reduced from 15 to 10. Effect duration reduced from 5 to 3. Projectile speed increased from 20 to 30. So TLDR, you can scout people out even if you don't have wall hack. Literally have 3 venom mines that you strategically apply across the map, which is interesting. Because I feel like venom mine is kind of like one of those abilities for Widowmaker that go kind of like, eh. But chat. Okay, fine, whatever. We went slow a little bit. Hear this one out. Tracer. Pulse Bomb. Ultimate cost reduced by 50%. Explosion damage reduced from 350 to 190 and no longer deals self-damage. Imagine the amount of Pulse Bombs that you can get. Non-stop Pulse Bombs and they don't kill 200 HP targets anymore. It's at 190. Imagine how fast you're gonna get them. I'm curious, chat, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. A lot of these changes, I feel like, to summarize this whole patch, I feel like a lot of these changes seem broken or underwhelming or overwhelming. But let's be honest here. I wanna test everything. And this feels like so much fun. And I can't wait to get in game and actually try them out and see how it's gonna go.